If there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Enough build-up, the ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And off we go from Cleveland. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
First tone of the game for James Cook. He finds space for a few yards that time. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Puts him on the quick hitter. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Got his man, Shakir has it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Bills have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. We'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You've got to have it to play in this league.
They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action. Maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for Junkins. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Browns first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on.
Another game to Junkins. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like the other home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. So now Bernard tracking that one down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. That one's caught, Judy has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here's Sanders. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Here's Judkins on second down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Complete beyond the marker. And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
3rd and long for him here. A little of a screen pass for Judkins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Schmidt connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. That's going to be caught by Cooks. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yards in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Allen on 3rd and short. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Browns take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
On the set.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready, ready,
They've got a man in motion.
70, Hawks.
Play action, Sanders. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That goes for 32 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Get it. Get it.
From the gun, Judkins. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 15 yards.
Kid, that's called not settling. Explosive play to begin the drive, and you just pay it off with another one. Now you put yourself in great position to score.
Ready, ready.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Red.
Judkins headed right. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way.
Shot alert.
They'll
shot
try
alert.
again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Judkins. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns push their lead to 3. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Allen. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
They're bringing out Mick Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Browns going on offense here, very late in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit.
Zone read. This is Jenkins. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Cowboy 8.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he gets it away from his end zone. This is taken at the 44. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Bills getting 1 more drive here before the break. Hopefully they've drawn something up here, Brock, because not a lot of time left to get this inside a field goal range. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Back to throw now, Allen. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
14. Browns 10. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Prager on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First down now, ball at the 33.
Get it.
They'll go play action for Sanders. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play in his drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Working now from the gun. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The left side, Tillman has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, it's pulled in by Palmer. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
At the 48-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
This is Cook on the handoff. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on first down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
319.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Prater puts it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. The Cleveland offense back out, getting set for the drive. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who could hammer the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
On the give, here's Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Handoff now to Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 12-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by.
To the air, Sanders. And this time they can't connect, so that's incomplete. Been favoring their back this drive. Let's see if it's going to continue now on 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
He's back to throw. Touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
This is a big moment, Brock. Here comes Andre Schmidt. A very short kick here from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last this run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now run by Cook. And he gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be third down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Giant power for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
So many offenses will script Kate the first 15 plays of the game, but it's often getting to the lesser use stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Bills up by 4. Well, looks like Sean McDermott is in a risk-taking mood. He's got the offense out there on 4th. Here's a give to Cook. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Cook will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills now lead by 10. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Browns 13. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
David Njoku. It's a gain of 5.
Play action, Sanders.
32-yard line.
He'll try and run this. 7 yards on that pickup. That's going to be good for Cleveland 1st down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
That's good for a Browns.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. That's complete to Tillman, outright. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Browns 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a gain of 3.
To throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Let's go now.
Will line up for the
Cougar 19.
Here he is to throw. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with these looks all game. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. It's a designated keeper for Allen. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.